All right, guys. Today is November 20th. Oh, no, there we go. Should be all right now. Sorry, audio went out for a second. But, yeah, so we're 2 minutes late. Sorry about that. But ultimately, guys, it is the Sunday before Thanksgiving. That's why it says Happy Thanksgiving on the thumbnail. So I know it's early, and I know it's not till, Thursday. But ultimately, guys, it's very happy and thankful to have you guys part of the channel, part of the stream, part of everything there too. Now, I haven't been able to see from Season 3's finale, but the big news is that it was renewed for a 4th season. Now, to be honest with you guys, I am ready for From to be over because I want Season 4 to wrap it up and finish it. Because every season, it's questions, a tiny bit of answers, and more questions. Now, again, I haven't seen the finale, Season 4, Episode 10, so I don't know if they gave anything away. I'll have to watch it later tonight or tomorrow. But, yeah, hopefully you're safe and sound and doing well. I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about, I guess, any shows and stuff you want to watch, So again, happy Thanksgiving. I know it's Thursday, but this is the Sunday before the Thanksgiving holiday. Black Friday week is upon us. If you're getting some deals, I'm enjoying the fact that they have deals on there already now. So I bought a couple things for myself, for my wife, for presents so far, and I'm a big fan of getting deals. Did you guys buy anything yet? Will you? Are you getting anything for yourself, for family members, for Christmas? Black Friday. Hopefully Friday has even better deals, but Black Friday week is doing pretty well at Target and Amazon. So hopefully you're safe and sound and doing well. Just like everybody, we're trying to make it through everything here. We got another week. So I have to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I have off Thursday and Friday. So doing some shopping, doing stuff like that. How about you guys? So no real news about DARYL DIXON Season 3 besides getting the filming going on there too. So thank you, Tim and Egan1, Big Tree, Donnie T. Big Tree asks, did you get the PS5? So I actually just got the PS5 yesterday because there was a deal going on Amazon with the PS5 and you got Fortnite. You got a code for Fortnite where you got some V-Bucks and some other stuff like a character skin and just a couple other things there. But the 1,000 V-Bucks were pretty good. So it was worth that alone because other deals that are there, you're just getting the console for $424, and I go with the disc kind. I don't go with the digital stuff. So I'm a disc kind of guy. So I want to get the actual disc. So it's a gift that my wife is going to end up buying me for the holiday because that's the only thing I really want is a PS5. I've been waiting for a while now, and I also got the Spider-Man game that I'm going to wait to play probably till December, so I'll be playing Fortnite because the new season starts next Sunday or Monday or whatever, but I think it's December 1st, which is next week, guys. Next Sunday is December 1st. Negan1 says he's on vacation for 2 weeks. Awesome. Enjoy. Tim says he's got a decent deal on Amazon for a gun safe. That's good. So, they aren't the best deals, but if you're getting things for, 30% off, 50%. Oh, the other thing I got was I wanted to get the solar-powered power bank generator things. So I was looking on there, too, and it's a company called EcoFlow. And I'm like, okay. So I didn't even know that existed because before you think of, a gas generator, you think about just a propane generator, a whole house generator, and all those things too. So it's definitely something that I wanted to get. So I was trying to find it online, and I got some deals, and there was good stuff on Amazon. But the delivery dates are weird. They're between December this and December that or whatever too. And so I was doing this, and I was talking with my dad. And so my dad wanted to buy it for me for Christmas. And so I was looking on there too. So I got some solar panels, for the generators, and I bought a big generator that can power the refrigerator for like 24 hours, and 3 other small generators for like the bedrooms. And so they'll be able to power fans and a couple other things there too. And then I think 400 watt, I want to say, solar panels. So pretty good. And it'll be coming in various times in December. So that was the other thing that I got. Besides, little odds and ends that I'm loving a good deal. If you're buying something that's usually $15 and you get it for 9 or 10, I'm like, yeah, that's awesome too. So RE98 says, how come you don't do single videos anymore, Bri? Well, it's just because I don't have time. That's not an excuse. Well, I guess it's an excuse, but it's just a realistic thing. Is I work 40 hour minimum, 40 plus hours a week for my job as a clinic director in a clinic in Seminole, Florida for physical therapy, and then to come home and work out and do this and do that, and I'm like, I'm not really going to probably make any Walking Dead videos because I really don't care that much about it anymore. I could make From videos, but then I got to get the clips and the videos and break down stuff on there. It's harder than people think. Everyone thinks it's so easy to do this, and I was trying to get down, get some pictures of the things, the highlight stuff in the episodes and whatever, and I was like, I'm just going to talk about it on live stream. Everyone that wants to be a part of it will be part of it here. And so that's kind of what it is too. So it's just not having enough time to devote there too. Before, when Walking Dead was going strong, I worked part-time. And so I could do part-time YouTube, part-time physical therapy. And now it's just full-time therapy too. So Tim says, hope your dad is doing good. Yeah, he's doing well. My dad is back in New Jersey, and he's doing fine. It's my stepmom who's having some problems with. They're trying to figure out what it is, but she's not the best of health right now, so they're trying to figure that out there too. So my dad is trying to just be there as much as he can for my stepmom who's in the hospital back in New Jersey. So hopefully they'll figure out what's going on and what the problem is, and then they can go from there, whether it's medication or surgery and then medication or some sort of treatment. It's always tough. So I got the juices flowing a little bit here of my book series. So I'm on chapter 6 of the first book of the next series. And again, that's another thing that I'm trying to get back to doing. So there's only 24 hours in a day, and to work, to try and take care of myself, the house, the cats, be with my wife, enjoy some TV shows, some movies, it's a lot. It's a lot to take care of stuff too. And then, to work out more because I've been doing that more and more and more. And then, I really wasn't feeling the best for the past, 3 weeks, whether it's the time change, the weather change. And in Florida today, it's kind of cold. So hopefully where you're at, it's warm. I know some people live in the warmer climates. So hopefully it's nice and warm for you guys. In Florida, I live in Tampa Bay, so it's been a little cooler. And it's been nice to be cooler. And we were doing a little couple things outside. And it's nice to not sweat immediately as soon as you go outside. So it's very good to enjoy the nice cooler weather. I don't need cold weather. I want cooler weather. I don't need anything crazy. But I know some people, if you live in areas that could get snow. I know Ohio got snow for the Pittsburgh Browns game. That was kind of crazy with the snow on Thursday. My dad said it snowed in North Jersey. He didn't get any snow because he lives in South Jersey. But it snowed a little bit there. And, yeah, so I'm always happy about the holidays coming up because I get 2 days off. Will be nice. This company gives us Black Friday off, so that's awesome. Now, usually you have to use PTO for it if you want to have the day off and get paid for it. But this year they're going to give it to us because of hurricanes and this whole big thing, so that's really nice. But, yeah, so we'll be doing well. My wife and I will just have a nice Thanksgiving. Are you traveling? Are you going to be hosting? Are you going to a friend's house, family's house? Are you having the drive on there too? So, yeah, so Dan, I haven't seen it. So Dan says he just saw the finale of From. It was so good. I hope so, because I haven't seen it yet because I went on demand and it wasn't available on the service that I use. And so I was like, all right, I guess I'll watch it later. So, which is fine. I don't mind. We finished up Cobra Kai, the second part of the final season. And I don't want to give anything away, but it's crazy what happens in that final episode. Like, I mean, it's basically an all-out brawl of all these dojos, and it's crazy. So, okay, you saw it on Paramount? Okay, yeah, because we watched the Tulsa King finale. I know Tim's a Paramount Plus guy. It's a Tulsa King. Yellowstone's getting a little better. What else? I don't know if I'm going to watch Lioness myself. I just don't really feel the need for it. We started another movie called Knox Goes Away, and it's with Michael Keaton, and he's like a contract assassin killer guy that has dementia, and it's like progressing in a certain way, and it's the story of like his final stuff going on, and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of interesting too, and I love Michael Keaton, so whatever Michael Keaton's in, I usually want to watch it. And he doesn't make the best movies all the time, but it's okay so far. We're about probably 80% through it. Tim says Landman is pretty good, and he didn't like Lioness. So, yeah, I haven't seen Landman either, even though that title sounds terrible, like Landman. And it's about oil. I'm guessing it's Texas. But it's about oil and the whole jobs and market for that, the billion-dollar industry that is the oil business. And there's a lot of people on that too, like Billy Bob Thornton, Demi Moore. And it's pretty amazing what TV has changed, right? Like back in the day, the movies were where it was. And TV was kind of shunned and ostracized and put down. And now TV is awesome. And the movies are like, who goes to the movies anymore? Like, I know Gladiator 2 came out and Wicked came out, but all of a sudden, it's just crazy. Like, if it wasn't for Barbie and Oppenheimer and I guess Dune and Wolverine and Deadpool, like, it's just like, where are the big blockbuster movies anymore? Like Top Gun, Maverick. Like there's like one or two movies that come out for the entire year that are worth watching, or even then. And then if you wait long enough, it'll go digital and you watch it there and you watch it in your home on your 55 plus inch TV. So why would you even have to go to the movie theater? You can get a nice chair, a nice love seat, a nice sectional sofa, a nice sofa, whatever on there too. So. Phantom says, "Hey, Bri, have you watched Arcane on Netflix?" I have not. On Netflix, we watched Cobra Kai. We're watching a show. It's a medical show called Royal Pains. It's an older show that I watched when I was probably wrapping up PT school. So like 15 years ago, I watched that show. And we're watching that, like, I don't even know what it's called. It's the medical show on Peacock. That's like The Office goes to a hospital kind of a thing. And it's okay. It's kind of funny. Like, it's nothing that great. What else are we watching? I don't know. Like, it's something that I haven't really watched anything that crazy or different. Oh, I watched The Match, which is the golf thing that raised money on TNT, and it was really great because there was some big celebrities, and it was just celebrities, not professional golfers. So it was Charles Barkley, Michael Phelps, Mark Wahlberg, Blake Griffin, Wayne Gretzky, Bill Murray, Ken Griffey Jr., and Nate Bargatze or whatever his name is. And it was pretty awesome. Like, it was cool to see celebrities, but also like majority of them are professional athletes besides the comedian. And you know, it was really interesting to see how good Mark Wahlberg was. Pretty good. Michael Phelps was pretty good. Wayne Gretzky was amazing. Bill Murray was pretty good. Charles Barkley had his moments. Griffey had some moments, and it was awesome. And so if you watched it, you know who won. And if you didn't, then if you're going to check it out, I recommend it. It's really funny, especially for the fact that Charles Barkley makes it. If you like him on the show, the basketball stuff for TNT, and Ernie does it, and it's pretty awesome. So Charles Barkley is pretty funny. So we watched that. That was Thursday and Friday. And then, yeah, just trying to relax, getting stuff set up for the holidays. And, so it's just my wife and I on Thursday. We'll watch some football, watch the Lions, who are really good this year. Watch the Cowboys, who are really bad this year. My team are Cowboys, which is fine. Just lose all the games, get a top 5 pick. That sounds good. Just rebuild for next year and get a good player. So, yeah, other than that, I'm excited to see where From goes. People like Dan's review said it was good. The finale setting up there, too. So we're going to get Season 3 finale today. Season 4 is greenlit. We'll start filming next year. What they're thinking that it'll come out probably in 2026, which seems like so far away. And I would hope that they would, because if they start filming, because this year they had like snow and it was colder and everything because they filmed in the fall and the winter. But are they going to wait? I don't know if it's going to wait a little bit on there too. So it's fine. And it comes out when it comes out. And I'll be watching it there too. But there's so many shows and so many streaming services to watch everything under the sun. Right? Like, it's pretty awesome to think about. Even older shows. Right? Like, if you have a streaming service and you're like, oh, I always wanted to watch this. Or I'm going to watch this now. So you can watch, other shows that you maybe missed before. Because remember, we didn't have streaming stuff. We didn't have on-demand. When TiVo was a big thing, when DVR started to come out, that was a huge thing. And now, with streaming services, you can watch whatever you want. And so, you just have to have the right streaming service for what it is. And so, I'm just excited to see, all the stuff that's coming out. Before you know it, we'll have House of the Dragon Season 3 will be out. I mean, that's kind of probably in 2026 as well. And you're going to have all these other shows and movies and stuff. So it's awesome because I'm excited to see the future of shows and movies and everything on there too. And, it's entertainment. Just like any sporting event or anything on there too. All the shows that we talk about, especially all the Walking Dead stuff. And, I'm still in some Walking Dead groups on Facebook. And people are like, yep, I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to go back and restart the series. And I'm like, that's crazy to me that people would still go back and watch the entire series of The Walking Dead because it's not like it's 5 or 6 seasons. It's 11 seasons of 100+ episodes. And I just don't think I could ever do that. Like, if it was like 5 or 6 seasons, like I went back and I watched The Sopranos and I watched different things of Breaking Bad and everything. And it's just one of those things where the show just loses its luster from season 7 on. And that stinks because it's a tough thing that it waters it down a little bit too. Like, if you're watching this show and you're watching certain things and you go back and you watch, the first season, second season, the prison, the governor stuff, Alexandria. I mean, it's good. And then it's not. And I mean, it's still decent show. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how when Negan came in, they just ruined stuff for a lot of people. And when you killed off 2 beloved characters in one moment, it's like, ugh. But that's what happens. It's a TV show, It's just not anything that can happen. Executives, writing, people, actors, budget, time, contracts, money. I don't know. Everything gets in the way. And it's just cool to see, when, especially a lot of shows that still film in Georgia, and you watch stuff and you're like, man, I don't know why, but I love to see where stuff is filmed. Right? Like, and if the fact that a lot of stuff is filmed in Georgia, not everything, but a lot of stuff is filmed there. It's just cool to see the fact that a lot of the Disney shows, a lot of the Marvel stuff, a lot of the stuff on, like, I don't know. It's just so cool to see filming locations to be there and to be like, yeah, and it's not a big deal. Who makes it? I don't know, but it's just kind of cool to see like that insider stuff. So yeah, happy Sunday, Anissa. So like, I know that the holidays sometimes are tough for people. You know, if you lost someone or you lost a family member or friends and stuff. I was talking about this to my staff because I always flew home to New Jersey. Like I grew up in New Jersey and went away to college in Florida, the University of Tampa. And I would always fly home for Thanksgiving, right? If you flew home Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, hopefully you could fly home like Monday or Tuesday and then fly back Saturday or Sunday, and you would be like there all week. And then you come back for a week of school, and then you have finals, and then you're home. Boom. And then I had 5 weeks off for winter break, where a lot of schools had 4. And it was also almost too much at times. But then I went to physical therapy school, and they didn't give really any time off for Thanksgiving, especially if you were in rotations or in school. They didn't do that. So I couldn't fly home for Thanksgiving. I didn't go home for Thanksgiving until my 3rd year, because the first year I wasn't able to fly home for timing and scheduling. So, you know, I'm 23 years old or whatever. So you go out to the bars the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and, you know, it's one of the busiest nights to be out drinking and partying and having a good time, and drank too much. And I got sick, and I was hungover, and I was feeling terrible that Thursday morning for Thanksgiving morning. I'm in my apartment, and I'm supposed to go to my friend's house or condo for Thanksgiving. And I wake up, I feel like crap, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. So my friends are texting me or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I can't come. I feel like crap. So I think I ate an apple and felt terrible and laid there on the sofa, had the Cowboys game on, and I was like, this was terrible. So Thanksgiving was terrible. Like that first Thanksgiving in 2006. And then I don't even know what I did in 2007. And then in 2008, I was home because for my rotation. I was home November to December for 8 weeks because I wanted to be home for the holidays, and it worked out really great because I was there too. So yeah, I don't even know if I did anything for that. I think I went to a friend's house. I think I made it the next year. I don't know, but it's still like crazy. But it's just gonna be my wife and I, our cats, Milo and Otis, and yeah, and we'll be good. I'm already doing some Black Friday shopping. Hopefully, you get some good deals on. So I mainly go to Amazon first. That's what I always look at, and then Target, and then that's really it. Like, I'm not a Walmart or a Best Buy thing. I've done a little Sam's Club stuff here and there, but yeah, just not really done much there too. Where do you guys shop? Where do you guys get some deals for Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever? You know, did a little Under Armour stuff one year and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So that's another thing too, is make sure you check Cyber Monday for the deals too, because that always makes a big difference on there. So I'm going to drink a little bit of water. So hopefully you're doing well. And before you know it, guys, it'll be December, because it's a month away from Christmas Eve, which is crazy. And, you know, I don't know what the future holds for The Walking Dead next year, but I don't know how much longer they're going to be doing Dead City or Daryl Show, but I don't want them to drag it out. Like, the Maggie-Negan dynamic kind of to me is useless. The Negan stuff really works on the show, and it's worth watching. But is it worth having AMC Plus? Like, I don't think so, personally. But and we watched Silo season 2, episode 2, and it's kind of like what they would do. Like, season 2 picks up where the last season ended, and then you follow the main character, and you see what she's up to. And then the next episode is what happened from the silo that she left. And so we get to see that, what happens there too. And then it's going to build probably therefore on, episode 3 and everything. So, it's still interesting. I'm still very interested to see what happens there. And I like different shows, which is awesome to see, which is good. Yeah, so I like to see, what people are doing. So some people have a big Thanksgiving. Some people have a little one. Some people do nothing. Some people go away. I would probably like a smaller gathering of a Thanksgiving, especially if I'm hosting. Like, it's really great that it's just my wife and I. So we cook when we want. We start when we want. We eat when we want. We don't have to worry about people showing up late, doing this, bringing this, not bringing that, doing that. It's like us. We prepare everything ourselves. We're worried about it ourselves, and it just works out too. So, oh man. So Anissa says she's having dinner at her mom's with the kids and her brother's family. After dinner, heading down to Georgia with the Walking Dead family. That's awesome. So that'll be a good time. So hopefully it's nice, cooler weather. Well, if you're coming from Ohio, I think Anissa, you said. You're going to get warmer weather. Hopefully you're going to be a little better. But, it should be nice. I know we're getting a little cool down here. And, Jeannie says, we feed our piggy faces, then decorate my sister's house for Christmas. That's always nice. So I have an artificial tree that I put up. And I might wait a little bit to put it up because, once we do, the cats bite it, attack it, and it's annoying because then it makes them sick and it just goes everywhere. So I also got something that I might show you next live stream that I'm not sure if I'll be able to do one next Sunday or not, but if I won't, I'll post a comment, on it. But if I can, I'll just be here. But I'll post a comment if I won't be on there. Just because we have some plans that weekend to do stuff, and it might just be a little cumbersome to do one on Sunday. But, I still want to do a couple live streams for the end of the year. Because I enjoy talking with you guys. I enjoy doing this on there too. And, I maybe I'll make a couple other videos and just got to put a little time in there as well. Yeah, so so you got the snow. She says, it snowed here last Thursday. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s in Georgia. That's good. So that's a good, a nice temperature for you, especially if you're leaving 30-degree weather. A therapist of mine is flying home on Wednesday to Ohio. He's flying to the Akron, whatever, smaller airport. And it's going to be 30 degrees on Wednesday. And it's, when you leave Florida and you're used to 60, 70, or 80-degree weather, I don't know how hot it's going to be on Wednesday, and you go into the 30s, anytime it's a drop of 20 to 30 degrees, that's cold. That's definitely a cold thing for your body. And so hopefully it'll be all right for him on there. And I don't know if it's going to snow again or not, but it's always a different dynamic what people have for the holidays. You're with your spouse, or you're with your kids, or your parents, or your even grandparents if they're still alive. And I see a lot of people too see their ex-husbands, ex-wives in there too. And hopefully it's cordial. Hopefully it's good. And you're there to be with the kids and the family. And, my parents got divorced when I was 2 years old. And they're cordial and they're okay now because, it's been 40 years. And both are remarried and both people have moved on. But I don't know if they could ever do Thanksgiving together, or a holiday together. That would be a little weird if they were yeah, let's have a holiday together. Because, my mom's house is not the biggest house by any means. And my dad's house is a 55 and older house. So it's a little bit bigger, but not anything grand. And so the other thing is, I told you guys at the beginning of the stream, that my dad is, going to the hospital pretty much every day to see my stepmom, who's been in the hospital for a couple of days now. She's got some tests done on Monday. She may leave on Tuesday. Are they going to go somewhere on Thursday? I think he said where they're going to go, because they don't cook anymore, for Thanksgiving at least, that they don't need reservations, which is, good. But I don't know, like if you're not feeling up to it, like the last thing you want to do is, like, if you're not feeling well, be around crowds and people and whatever, so my dad better have a plan for something, because it's not a big deal if you don't really have Thanksgiving dinner, but it's kind of sad if you don't. Like, there's been Thanksgivings where, it's not been the best. And it's okay. It's kind of sad for a couple minutes, but it's just one day. Especially if you don't have someone in your life, or you're alone, or you lost your spouse or family members or anything. Like, it's a little different. It can be a little sad if you let it, Perception is reality, but the holidays magnify everything, right? They magnify how you're feeling. But if you're by yourself, you think about the past things. And, my wife showed me a memory when Thanksgiving was, I guess, early that year, 7 years ago. And we went to this nice resort and had a nice dinner, and it was great. But there was no leftovers, which kind of sucked. But the dinner was amazing. It was a great time, great atmosphere, great place, and we love going there. It's just so expensive now, which, like, everything is. And that was 7 years ago. So that was right before COVID. Well, 3 years before COVID, because it was in 2020, or 2.5. And the world hasn't changed very well in a good way since COVID, with the economy and gas and prices, the food, it's just like crazy. So hopefully we can cut down a little bit. Like, I had to get gas this morning, and I paid $3.11. And I'm like, man, can we get below $3 a little bit? And so it's just like, man, I just got to save some money here and there and do what we can do. But overall, we're doing the best we can with what we got. And it's always interesting because every day is a clean slate if you think about it too. So hopefully you got plans for Thanksgiving, and then next month for the holidays there, and then next year, because I told my wife, I was like, okay, next year, I think next December, I want to go on a cruise. A lot of my patients, we talk about cruises and vacations and trips, and I'm probably 90% of my patients are retirees. So that is a different demographic and world that you're talking about people, and they have the time and the money and the energy and the effort to go on vacations. We live in Florida, so you can go out of Tampa, Port Canaveral, which is basically Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, even Jacksonville, I think, has a port. And so there's a bunch of ports where you can leave out of, and it's great. So cruising is a nice thing. And if you get the deals early on there as well. So I was looking at December next year, whether we go with my wife and I or my in-laws or something again, it'd be something to do. And I think December in the Bahamas would be pretty sweet. Because we went in May and it was so hot. It was so unbearably hot. We're on Coco Cay, which is the Royal Caribbean island. And it was so uncomfortable. It just felt gross. And I think if we went there in December, it would probably be nice. Hopefully the humidity's down. Hopefully there too. And also, if you book it in advance or early enough, you can get a nice little deal. Hopefully they have the Christmas decorations up. Feel like that holiday feel. And it'd be nice. A nice little vacation. So if I can go on a vacation every May and December, or like May and October or something, I think that'd be awesome. Even if it's a small little thing, like you could have a nice little staycation. You don't have to go anywhere. There's nice little places around where you live, hopefully, or close enough where it's a couple hour drive, where you're not, having to spend that much money. And especially if you stay at a hotel on a Sunday, because when we went to Savannah, my wife and I, we stayed Saturday night, Sunday night, and left Monday. The hotel that cost Saturday versus Sunday was twice as much on Saturday than on Sunday. So if you can book it on a Sunday and a Monday and leave Tuesday kind of thing, that would be so much more cost effectiveness. And if you're retired, who cares? What difference does it make too? Or if you have time off, PTO or whatever, it doesn't really make a difference too. So yeah. Jeannie says, my sister always talks about Hawaii, but if I went there, I'd just go look at the volcanoes and be done. Maybe. So I'm like your sister, Jeannie. I want to go to Hawaii. My dream vacation is a Hawaii cruise. And I think it would be like paradise, too. I want to look at the volcanoes and the beaches and all the different islands and all the different things, and Maui and Kona and Waikiki and Honolulu and whatever. You know, I'd love to see Pearl Harbor. So there's a lot of nice little things like that, too. And that's my dream vacation. So hopefully in like 10 years, I'll have enough money saved up and ready to go for the cruise. Because, yeah, I got to fly from here to Los Angeles, leave out of the port of Los Angeles, cruise for 14 days, come back to Los Angeles, and fly home. So that's a really long vacation. It's probably like, let's say 16 days, probably. So that's a long time to be gone. So I would have to have someone at the house and, you know, all this stuff, taking care of your life. So like I said, at the beginning of the stream, I started writing my next book series probably, I don't know, a couple months ago. And I wrote a little bit, stopped a little bit, wrote a little bit. And again, like when I was writing the first series, I was really working part-time. I had like a bunch of part-time things. Like I was a part-time PT, part-time YouTuber, part-time writer, part-time, which I think I'll always do, even when I'm retired, which I planned and hope to retire early. But you have to do something. You have to have a job part-time wise. You have to do something to keep your mind, body, and soul going and growing and staying active, right? If you don't use it, you lose it. I say it all the time to my patients, and I practice what I preach. So I want to be able to do the things and have a rewarding, nice, and fun life. And then who knows, maybe I'll make more videos on YouTube. I'll make a little this, I'll make a little that too, because if I have more time, I would love to make more videos. You know, I'd love to do more things here too. So is that a wave, Heart of Nixie? So like I said, I know it's Sunday before Thanksgiving, but I don't want to tell everybody early happy Thanksgiving. And I may make a video that day and make a nice little thing, because I am thankful for you guys. I am thankful to everybody being a part of this channel. And oh, hi. It's a hi. Hi. So I'm always thankful for good people in my life, right? And I'm thankful for people who care and want to be involved. And if people take care of you, that's valuable. That's something to appreciate, because majority of people, they don't care. They ain't care about nothing. They got their own life, their own bubble, their own problems, their own stuff going on. And I'm the same way. But if somebody cares enough about you to help you, to love you, to cherish you, to appreciate you, to help you out in some way, shape, or form, I appreciate that, especially as I'm getting older, because when you're younger, you take it for granted your friends, right? Like when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school, I had a bunch of friends. I played soccer, so I had soccer friends. I was social. I had friends from different things and this and that. And, you know, my friends had friends and they had boyfriends and girlfriends. So then we became friends and they became friends and this friends. And then I went to summer camps and they had friends from this school and that too. So it was just a bunch of people. And then you go away to college and you make new friends. And I kept in touch with people, and there's people in there too. And then I went to grad school and I had new friends and new classmates and new people there too. And then you're done with school. You know, I went to a lot of schooling. You know, I went through K through 12 and then 7 years of college was grad school and undergrad. And so that's a long time. And then you hit the real world. And hopefully you have friends from school or a social environment or a spouse or a friend or a fiance or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a partner or whatever. But that's kind of it. You don't really have that big support system. And so, you know, I reached out to my friend Sean. So if you know the book series, there's a guy in there named Sean, and there's a real person in my real life that I've known since 6th grade. And, you know, I just shot him a text. And he didn't reply. So I shot him another text, and then he replied. And, we had a little conversation back and forth, and I'm going to see him next year for our golf trip, which I'm very excited to do. Because having good friends in your life and good people and good family members or good coworkers or good associates or somebody good neighbor, whatever, is essential. Like, you don't have to have a lot of people. Like, it's not about the quantity, which is the number. It's about the quality. So if you have a high number of quality, that's great. But if you have a low number of quality, that's fine too. But the quality has to be high. That's, what I've seen and what some of the research has shown you. It's about being social and whatever too. Like if I went to a party or an environment or a bar or a group or a meeting or something like that too, I wouldn't be getting to know everybody. I'd probably keep to myself. But if there's people that I know and whatever talk there too, that's kind of cool. You get to talk with people in there too. Especially it's always cool when I talk to, because I'll always ask my patients I'll always ask them, what shows are you watching? What movies are you watching? What books are you reading? What are you doing? And they tell me, oh, I'm watching this or I'm watching that and blah, blah, blah. And it's a lot of Blue Bloods, Chicago, Fire, PD, MD, this and that. A lot of stuff like that. America's Got Talent, Masked Singer, The Voice, or stuff like that. And some of those shows I watch, and the majority of the shows I don't. And then it comes up a little bit there too. And sometimes it comes up about The Walking Dead. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, you watched The Walking Dead at all? Like, nah, I couldn't get into it. Oh, yeah, I watched a little bit, but then I couldn't do it because when they killed off so-and-so, I stopped watching it. Or I didn't watch it after this on there, too. And so it's a nice little conversation. And, I don't ever tell anybody that I'm on YouTube or anything like that, too. Or I have a book series or anything like that. Because it's I don't know, it's a little weird to transition into that. And I always love to talk. I always love to see someone's mindset about stuff. What do they like? What do they do there too? And some people, recommend a show or a movie or something there too, or, a restaurant or something. And I might try it out or I might watch it, or sometimes I don't, or sometimes I won't. But it's always kind of cool to just be involved with people and see what they say, because everyone's so different. And when I talk to people, like I said, 90% of my patients are retirees. And it's always nice when you get a younger person, especially someone in their 30s or 40s and basically the same era and area and time of me. And then you get someone of younger stature on there too and age, and it's fine. And it's always interesting to see how people are. And it's just it's just fun to see about there too. And I love to see, because I'm not there to judge how people are, because I wouldn't want to make someone feel bad for what they believe in, even if sometimes it's outlandish and crazy, because you're not going to change someone's view. That's what they believe in, and I'm not here to argue with them. I'm there to give them exercises, work on some manual stuff, education, flexibility, endurance, strength, power, agility, quickness, muscle, imbalances, whatever we're working on. And so, because some people are all over the place. And then especially with the recent politics stuff, I'm really open-minded with it. I really am. People tell me about this, and some people talk about that, and some people love this guy, and they hate that guy, and they hated this person, they love that person, they love this on there too. And I'm like, oh, I got you. I see your point on there too, But ultimately, I'm thinking, can't we all just get along and work together? But I don't know, And so, there's a lot of good things going on right now. Hopefully you're safe and sound in the world and doing this and preparing for Thanksgiving. And hopefully you're all set up, my wife and I, we got our stovetop stuffing, and we got our cranberry, and we got our crescent rolls, and we got our mashed potatoes, and we got all our stuff, right? And so hopefully, because I would not want to go shopping any day this week, Monday through Wednesday, because it's going to be nuts. Because everyone's going to be trying to get that last minute items, especially, here in Florida, people will be vacationing. And you can always tell the people that are vacationing because their cart is ready to explode with food. They always buy way too many things for everything. And I'm like, there's no way you're going to eat all that stuff and drink all that stuff in 5 days or 7 days, whenever they're here for. Like, that's crazy. And he says, finally finished Buffy. Have a crush on Spike now. Currently catching up on The Boys. Finished From at 1 a.m. I get bored quickly and find myself watching YouTube more because of shorter run times. So The Boys is great. I'm ready for that too. Before you know it, that'll be wrapping up with its final season. And then we'll see what they do with, their little spin-offs and what they're going to do with that, because it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I've not watched Teacup. Michael asks, has anyone seen the show Teacup on Peacock? I have not. I've heard different things about it. I haven't tried it yet. But, yeah, exactly. The snowbirds are coming down too. And we're getting much busier at the clinic because of snowbirds and deductibles are met. So then December is always kind of a crazy month. But, there was a lot of storm damage and a lot of things that happened in where I live in Tampa Bay. But ultimately, I don't know if people are coming down because probably somebody would call, because a lot of people that are snowbirds live in mobile homes. And there was some damage to some of that stuff too. So what do you do if you live in Canada or Michigan or Ohio or Illinois or something, and you call up and you're like, is my mobile home all right? And they're like, no, actually, it's blown apart. So I guess you're not coming down. I go, what would you do? I don't even know how you would come down. I guess you have to come down and check it out. Or where do you stay? Where do you, I don't know. Or the people who live on the water. Do you rent a Airbnb? Do you rent a hotel? Or I don't know. So. Yeah, Tim, was that the one with Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin on Amazon Brothers? Because if it was that one, like you said, it's all right. Yeah, Tim says, when you get my age, all you want is for everyone to get along. That's true, right? When you're younger, or some people just love the drama all the time. When you're younger, in your teens, and maybe even 20s, or maybe you never get out of it. Some people love the drama. The drama is just annoying. How many times did someone have drama with someone and it just takes over everything, right? This one hates this person and they can't get along with this person. Is that person going to be there? How are they going to interact? Basically all the Real Housewives stuff, right? All the stuff is, oh my God, this one hates this one and this one said this and someone said that. Oh my goodness, how can you deal with this? How can you deal with that? Yeah, I can't believe they're going to be there. And I'm like, that's just the stupidest stuff. I just don't have time for that. But again, watching those shows, it's entertainment and it's nonsense. And that's what it's kind of come into, the drama. But yeah, I've been watching some stuff on YouTube, different stuff on there too. I love to watch 60 Minutes on YouTube because I think 60 Minutes comes on after football on Sundays at 8 o'clock. Or it's supposed to be 7 o'clock, but if there's a game, it goes over. And so 60 Minutes will be seen, and it's full time. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't got time for that. I got to do this, I got to do that. But if you go on YouTube, you can watch the 13-minute long segment or 15-minute long segment or however how long it is, and you just watch it there. So that's what I do at lunch on Monday or Tuesday, and especially if I don't care about the segment at all. But again, if it's 13 minutes, I'll check it out. Why not? So it's kind of cool to see the difference of, YouTube versus television, because things have changed so drastically. Before, you'd have to watch the football game to see who won, or wake up the next day and watch SportsCenter for a couple times in a row to see if your team won, or watch to see the scores or check the paper or whatever. And now you can just check your phone. You check anything. You check this, check that to see where it's at. And you're like, okay, that's cool. So I don't even watch college football because I'll just check the scores to see who won on there as well. Or at the gym, I'll watch stuff the next Sunday morning. They have a channel that shows the highlights and stuff of mostly the Big Ten. And so you get to watch all that as well. So exactly. Yeah. Hardnex is a reference librarian in your pocket. So like a phone, a tablet, a computer, anything is right there just at your disposal. And it was funny because I was talking to my dad. And he's funny because when he was here, Milo, when we're on the sofa, he'll jump up on the sofa and lay on my leg. Because you can like lay flat. It's a sectional sofa. It's a big thing where you can lounge and lay down. And Milo will lay on my leg and fall asleep and whatever. And my dad thought it was like the funniest thing and the cutest thing ever. And he's like, oh, I should have took a picture of it. And so when Milo did it the other day, I gave my phone to my wife. She took a picture. I sent it to my dad, and he was, thankful and grateful for the picture. And he's like, yeah, I don't even think about it to take a picture of it. I don't even think about that too. And it's so funny because like if something's important or whatever, you take a picture and it goes boop. Now you have it forever. And so something's important, you have it there and you can delete it or whatever. And it's just there too on your phone. And you don't have to go find your disposable camera or your Polaroid camera or whatever too, which is like, I want to see. Hopefully this explained how the Polaroid camera is taking pictures and from, by the way. Like, who is taking the pictures for Elgin? Like, it's just like, what? But that's the craziness that is from, right? Which is interesting to see because the last episode they talked about, or they showed you the connection with Tabitha and Victor, and we'll have to see how it's connected as Eloise or Miranda or whatever. We'll have to see what it actually is. So it's just, where are they from, or what timeline are they from, or so it's like it's because you don't know what from stands for. You don't know why it's called from, but the way it's highlighting it is like time, location, spot, history. Where is it, and R2, and then Tabitha's dreams about this. So it's kind of crazy. So, I mean, I'm interested to see. I can't wait to watch the finale for sure. And so my dad, like I said, my dad was saying that too. And it's just a difference of taking a picture, having it, and you have your phone, which is everything you need now. Your smartphone, right? You got your camera, you got your phone, you got your texting, you got your internet, you got your games, you got your calculator, you got your flashlight. It's like so everything. It's a Swiss Army knife of technology, your smartphone, right? It's a clock. You don't even need a watch anymore. You don't even need anything. You got that. So I thought it was kind of interesting, the dynamic. And, it's different because my dad's 75 years old. So it's a different era, a different time, and different everything as well. And technology is hopefully going to always stay helpful. And that's what a lot of people are worried about, is the AI stuff and where it's going. And if you read my book series, that's kind of a really big thing in the series of it about AI and technology and everything on there too. And so it's kind of interesting to see, where the future holds with shows, movies, technology, gaming, everything too. And it's just always a fun thing to see the future of it. And, it's always going to be like when you get old enough, when you're like, I remember when this, remember that. Thank you. So Tim says, I think, Brian, you'll like From's episode today. I hope so. Like, I hope there's just a lot of answers. Just like everybody, we all want answers. And there's enough questions in that show every season, every episode, like, where are they from? What's going on here? What's going on? What are these monsters? Why are they dressed like that? How come they can't kill them? Where are these, just, I don't know. It's just all this stuff. And hopefully there's, the boy in white, Victor, this, it's all these crazy things. Martin, every time they just add more questions. So, Hopefully, especially is about Fatima's baby. You know, what's going on with that? That's craziness, too. So, you know, I don't want to give anything away, but hopefully you saw Alien Romulus. I talked about it last stream on there, too. And, you know, the whole baby thing made me think about it. Which, I really liked Alien Romulus until the last probably 15 minutes. 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes was like, what the heck is this turned into? This is ridiculous. You know, and if you know the movie, you know what I'm talking about too. So, but yeah, guys. So this Thursday is Thanksgiving. You know, it's crazy to think about it too, because in a month it's Christmas Eve. A month from tomorrow, it's Christmas, and so you know, on Thursday would be 1, 2, 3, 3.5 weeks for the holiday. So 4 weeks, Christmas is over. But I've always enjoyed like the week of Christmas. So the time between like Christmas and New Year's, it's like the best time of the year. You know, if you can get a time off, if you can get some deals, the good meals, time with your family, friends, you know, hopefully going to the movies or shows or whatever it is, you know, and hopefully you got some extra cash to go spend on whatever. There should be some deals somewhere. You know, I've always thought it was a good time to buy your holiday decorations the day after the holiday, because if it's Halloween or Thanksgiving or Easter or Valentine's Day or whatever, it's always good to have that, because they want to get rid of it. The stores want to get rid of everything. Get it out, get it out, get it out, you know? And then it's going to be like they're going to put out their Valentine's Day stuff or put out their whatever stuff. Like it's always to the next holiday at Target or, you know, Walgreens or CVS or whatever. And it's always just kind of crazy for it too. So, but, you know, I'm always a sucker for a good deal, for a good thing like that. And so, yeah, other than that, guys, we'll be safe and sound and doing well with this holiday season coming up. And I'm excited to see where it goes. You know, 2024, it was like a year that was so much stuff has happened. And it always does, right? And it's a good thing going forward, building for the future, building for next year. Hopefully you'll get some vacations or projects or something started for next year, wherever you're going to go, whatever you're going to do, if you're going to go to, you know, vacation somewhere or whatever. Because, I say it every stream, and hopefully it's not like, yeah. But I really want you guys to do stuff in life. I want you to do something that's meaningful or impactful for yourself. And it doesn't even have to be a lot. You can, like, plant a tree, make a, garden in the back, grow some vegetables, grow some plants, take care of this, take care of that, start to walk, start to exercise, lose some weight, gain some muscle, build up your endurance, build for the future, get your function higher on there too. Start today. Don't do it later. Don't put it off. If it's meaningful to you, you will do it. If not, you'll make excuses. And that's the way it is. But eventually something's going to be a driving force for it too, And so it's just something that if you can do something, start little bit by little bit. Use your phone and research it, Get your stuff on there too and get it going every year, every month, every this on there too. And it adds up, It takes time. Learn a new skill, learn a thing, take a class. Volunteer, do whatever. Every year people are going to be like getting a job, getting out of school or retiring or whatever, or transitioning to something in your life, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing to go where you want to be in life and there too. It's a good thing what you make of it, but it's not all going to be great. There's going to be trials, tribulations, headaches, problems, but then you can solve them. That's what life is about. Problem solving. Yeah, Krista. Well, I haven't seen From, so I want to watch. I haven't seen the final episode of it, so I couldn't even talk about it if I wanted to. So I, have to talk about it next weekend on there as well. So like I said, if I don't have a live stream next Sunday, it'll be the following Sunday as well because of the holiday and everything there too. But I'm excited to see. But don't give any spoilers, Krista. But if you saw From, did you enjoy the finale? Did we get some answers? Because I'm hoping so. And Tim says he thinks I'll enjoy it because, hopefully we'll get some answers setting up, season 4. Yeah, I can't wait to see, what's going to happen with it because hopefully they give it, because they did a good job last year having Tabitha go out the window too. So, okay. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. So, yeah, there you go. There's my hour. But like I said, guys, before, happy Thanksgiving. I know it's Thursday before, or it's this Thursday. This is Sunday 4/2. But you'll be able to make it through anything on there as well. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals, whatever they are. Keep working hard. I'll be back. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be back next Sunday, but if it's the following Sunday, I'll be able to talk about From and Thanksgiving and any other deals that we get. But have a safe and happy holiday. Enjoy your time with your friends, family, spouse, whoever you're going to do. If you get some deals for it, I'll be back in either next week or 2 weeks to talk about everything on there too. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy tonight's episode of From and any other shows you're watching, and I'll be back, guys.